Hey y'all, what's up? It's Jen here. Nice to see you again. My hair is growing out and I've just got this due. So I finally figured out how to download camera to my computer, and I'm going to do a full face get ready with me. I've already primed my face because you usually wait like 10 minutes after that, so I didn't want to make you wait 10 minutes for my primer to set. So it's going to be unedited, uncut, full face, mess up, screw ups, notifications on my phone for email, the whole nine. All right, and so you can see what it's like to get ready with me. So if you want to do a full face and watch how I do eyebrows, contouring, the whole 9 yards, then keep watching this video. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and ring my bell so that you get notifications whenever I upload new content. I don't have a regular schedule, but I promise I'm going to do better about that, all right? So, let's get started. All right. I am a Unique lady, so I do like to use Unique products, but lately I've been mixing it up a little because it's springtime, and so different things work for different people the warmer that it gets outside. Now, I love my Unique base, but I love my Air Flash, and then I also mix my 24-hour Dior and YSL together. And then of course I have my Unique, NARS, and Kat Von D. So I have a ton of foundation. It's just like what I feel like on that day. Today I'm feeling super light, so I'm going to go ahead and do my YSL. And I've already got my Beauty Blender wet here. And so we're just going to pop a little bit of this on. I mix the two because porcelain is too light and the lightest color in the Dior is too dark, which come on summertime because that'll change. But for right now I mix them that way. It's like the perfect color for moi. And I'm going to let that sit there for just a second. Now I always do my nose first. Why do I do this? Because I don't put primer on my nose so I can seal my nose. And that way whenever it goes through, by the way, Unique primer. Dun, dun, dun. Not primer, but concealer. Love that ish. Alright, I'm having a hard time, so I'm just going to use my brush here. And I use a blending bud to like do the rest of it, like blend it all out and take the brush lines and everything out. But of course you can do whatever you want. So it's Easter weekend. What are you guys' traditions? What do you guys do for Easter? Do you hunt eggs? Do you not celebrate Easter? Like, well, let me assume here, right? I will not assume. I'm going to go in with my foundation, and here we go. So if I was going to upload videos on certain days, what certain days would you like for that to be? If you guys can drop that in the comments below. Like, what days are you more likely to sit down and actually watch a video on YouTube? Because I know we are adults and like lives get hectic. So I was supposed to have a Sephora makeover today at noon because I was like, I'm going to go get really beautiful. My wife is leaving for the pipeline again, and I miss her so much when she's gone, so I wanted to like get super hot fixed up for her. And I was like, I can do makeup better than anyone at Sephora on my own face, but I just like to go because they can use like different products on your face and whatnot. I can't wait for the day that like Unique actually opens a store. Though I doubt they ever will because they have presenters and it's like direct sales or whatever, but that would be so baller if they opened a store and they were like, alright girls. And I hope that they, when they do that, they don't go, okay, with your black status you can do makeup here, because that's not fair. I hate that. I hate that it's got like the whole chain gang thing. Like, just treat us all equally. We're all presenters, okay? We all bust our butts. Anyways, so that's my rant for the day. Soapbox, I'm off of it. So just keep blending. Just keep slamming. Just keep slamming. And I'm going to need my backpack, and I forgot to get it. So hopefully my wife gets home soon. By the time I get to eyes, then we can do that. Alright. I hope this video isn't like 2 hours long because it'll take forever to upload. But in the event that it is, whatevs. Also, I'll probably have to get up and get the cord for my computer so that it doesn't die. I should have thought of all these things, but that's what's an unedited, uncut video. Ta-da. Alright. So, as I'm making a mess, trying to put my lids on all my stuff here. Oh, that didn't help. Yeah. Use the Beauty Blender. Now, I'm going to go in. I put this on my fingers here. Okay, and I use the warmth of my body. So, I love the Unique concealer. And sometimes I like to mix it with the Bye Bye Under Eye, like the anti-aging, because there's no anti-aging or anything in the concealer itself from Unique. Hello, messages. Woolo. Thanks. Alright, and then I'm just going to continue to go around here. And I'm going to bust out some different concealers, but for right under the eye, this is the one that I like to use. It does less creasing than any of the other ones that I use. And I have wrinkles, ladies and gents. I have wrinkles. So, we're going to put that away. We're going to bust out some Kat Von D L5 Neutral and some light 2.75 Chanel from NARS. And we're going to use this yellow color underneath here to change the color that's underneath my eyes to make it look lighter and brighter. And then I'm going to come around with the Kat Von D and down the nose, forehead it, the chin, all the places you would highlight, right? Looking lovely. Who's this now? Maggie, it's my wife. Do we need anything else? Yes. And you should come home, plug up the computer for me, and hand my backpack. Thanks. No, I don't know. I'm busy doing a video, honey. I can't look through the kitchen. We'll just have to go back later after date night. So we're doing date night, and I love scary movies. I don't know about y'all, but I absolutely love scary movies, and my partner doesn't. She's like, no, I don't like scary movies, where I'm like, I want to go see The Stranger. She's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So, we're not doing that. I'm thinking, what's that one movie with that Bella Thorne girl? There's that one. And then there's also Love, Simon, so the gay movie, which is like perfect, right? Perfect. So I'll just see which one she like wants to go and watch. Now then, get a little bit closer to my mirror here underneath my eye, which I know doesn't help for you to see, but I need to know that I'm in my creases here. Go around here like this. Ta-da! Now then, I'm gonna bust out a couple of different setting powders because I'm extra, okay? I use Dior, which I had to cut the little thing out of it because you can't get to the shit if you don't. So I'm like, ugh. And then my Behold by Unique, which I use all over my face. So a couple different things I do here. I use my Dior because it's 60 bucks underneath my eyes to set that. And it does a wonderful, beautiful job. I love it. It does just like disappear into your skin. So that's one thing, like if you're looking to, like, what do they call it? Bake. You're probably not going to be able to do that with the Dior because it fades away. Melts into your skin like butter. And it smells like heaven. As do most of the things that are Dior, right? Because they put fresh roses in their stuff. Alright, now I'm going to bust out my brush. This is an e.l.f. Powder brush. Yay! So my Unique is going to go all over my face here. And I want to set my foundation. So I'm going to do setting powder or spray a couple times throughout. And it's just because of who I am as a person, what I like and what I think looks good. And what makes my makeup wear all day long. So maybe you do this, maybe you don't. I'm not sure. But I do. And I like to blend out that neck there because I never want to be a mismatch from my neck to my face. I see a lot of people do it, especially like YouTubers. And I'm like, guys, please match your makeup to your neck, not to your face, not to your wrist. Most people match it to their wrist. Stop matching it to your wrist. Go to Sephora if you're not buying Unique and get a sample. Go outside the store because the lighting in there is meant to make everything look good on you. Okay, go outside the store and try it on out there. Take a picture with your phone, look at it like that, whatever you have to do. Now, if you have Unique You just ask me for a sample. I'll send you a sample card, and you can try them all out on your neck at home, because I'm that good. Okay, so my hair growing out is really becoming a problem. It's just all over the fucking place, and I hate it. But beauty comes at a price, doesn't it? I have my clothes in the dryer as well, so I'm having to like really rush here. Alright, so next, I know that a lot of you probably do bronze in a totally different way than I'm about to, but I do bronze before I do contour. It's just who I am as a person, and it's what I do. So, I'm going to take my beachfront bronzer here. Dun, 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 dun. I'm looking for brushes. I do not know where they've gone. So, I'm going to use this one. It doesn't have a name. It came from Walmart. I got it for Christmas. Thank you. Everywhere that you would contour is where you want to do your bronzer, okay? So bronzer first. I like to do it around the face here, where you would contour. So this is going to give us some warmth and some depth, because I've got a forehead, y'all. And the cheekbones. Alright. And then the residual around here. On the sides of the nose, underneath that lip. It's your favorite. Everywhere. Alright? So just everywhere. Bronze it up. So you want to sun kiss it before you make it fierce. So that's kind of the deal there. Now, I use Alamodes, I use Kat 1D, and I also use the Park 5th Avenue. And I use the lighter color in the Park 5th Avenue because I really like it, and Unique doesn't make that. Now the Opaline that they have for the powder and the stick, I like that because it's really dark and it's shimmery and it's fierce. So I love that. So what I'm going to do is take my blended angle brush. This is something I got in an Ipsy Glam bag, but it's an angled brush, so do what you will with it. And I'm going to take the darkest color in the palette right now, alright, and cheeks. Okay, I'm going to make sure I got them even. And then I'm going to blend out the forehead here. I'm going to take this darker color that's left, and I'm going to put it on the spots of my forehead that make it look more shaped and beautiful. And then I'm going to blend the shit out of it. It looks horrific right now, but it's not going to. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with this little brush, Walmart again. I'm going to go into the second lightest that I have here, and I'm going to do my nose. I'm going to contour the nose. What do they say? They make it look snatched. Yeah. And dun, dun, dun. Alright. So I never did one of the I'm going to follow somebody else's YouTube makeup video. I just feel like people get on here and they're like, yep, do, and they zip through it. So, but if you do like a full get ready with me like we're doing right now, and you guys can see literally step by step what's done, how long it takes. It doesn't take 2.5 minutes. And then learn like what it is you're supposed to do. Because that's the big thing, like learning what it is you're supposed to do. I'm going to blend this out. My nose here. And they're like, oh my god, you are so brown right now. I know, but wait. Okay, so I'm going to put that brush up. I'm going to grab the Walmart brush again. I'm going to take the lighter color from the Park 5th Avenue. And I'm not using Unique for my highlight and contour because I want matte colors. I don't want shimmer today. And we're going to blend that lighter color out into the forehead there, okay? Down the nose and slick up anything we had there. Across the T-zone. The cheek right here, the cheekbone. Alright, and we're just going to keep going like this. I'm going to go underneath the contour that I just did and make it look snatched and fierce as fuck. Alright. Here again. And the chin. And now the neck. You got to balance out all the dark colors that you put out there, you know what I mean? Now, still looks crazy, you think, right? Okay, so this is where you get your big ass puffer brush out again, alright? You go back into your Behold, dun, 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 and you go all over with that setting powder again. Now, the reason we're doing this is because we're going to set our contour and it's going to lighten it up. So it's going to blend it just like it needs to be. See? It's coming out so pretty. So now, where you're like, oh my god, look at all the contour that she has on. I have blended out and down. I'm going to come back in here again so they both match. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Just kiss it up again a little. And ta-da. So now you don't look like super freak, super freak, super freaky. I like to come back with my Dior. Get my beauty blender again. Go underneath the eye here. Lighten that back up. And then straight down the cheek right here. So we're going to make that, force that to be a straight line. Alright? Chin. Lighten up the chin. Lighten up the chin, Jen. And down the snatch nose. Alright? So, we have really done a really good job of blending and doing your face and getting that part done. So it's 15 minutes in and I've got the basis of my face done, right? Like, seriously, this is how long it takes. So I typically don't pick a blush color. Time out. I typically don't pick a blush color until the end, kind of like my highlight, because I feel like depending on your eyeshadow will depend on like what you wear on your cheeks for your highlight and things like that. So I'm going to take my Rouge 2018 brush and I'm just going to blend all this out. Get any fallout or anything else off. And my wife is home. I'm just recording. Easter. Thanks, babe. Look what I have for Easter. So pretty. I have favors. Here come the favors, right, guys? Look how pretty they are. Oh, so gorgeous. I knew she'd be home to rescue me to get my bag out of my backpack and all that. See, I was right. She's perfect. Okay. So then, and then, we're going to do eyebrows, which for a minute I was like really good at. And then I just lost my chi. Like I just cannot do them. I don't know why. So I'm going to bust out my Brow Obsession palette. Of course, my Anastasia pencils. I also do the number 6 and the my brow pencil for Benefit. And then I use their glue. I have a travel and a big one. I never use the Kaboom. I don't really like that. But, so that being said, Unique makes stencils. And they have really good pencils, but they're out of my color. And then I use the highbrow pencil to clean it up when I'm done. So, I use quite a few things. Will you get my flowers so they don't die? I also need my silver bag out of my backpack and the plugger inner for the computer. Love you.
Why didn't you get all that before you said it?
Well, it was an unedited, uncut, I forgot kind of video, so I just needed help. She's gonna help me. She's gonna give me a hard time now. I should have my shit together, but who really does? You know?
Computer plugger inner.
Yeah, the computer plugger inner. Don't make fun of me. It's not nice. I'm on camera. Okay. Then we're gonna do eyebrows. So what you want to do for your eyebrows is measure them out first, okay? So measuring them out first means from the side of the inner corner of the eye here, alright? Inner corner of the eye, inner corner of the eye, to the outside of the black part of your eye, which is where your arch is going to be, okay? And you can end that eyebrow right here at the bottom of the lower lash line. So you just want to mark it out, and that way you have something to go by. And be like, kablow.
Plugger inner or what?
My silver bag out of my backpack. Alright, so and now you've got it lined off, and you can either use the eyebrow stencil and go from there, or you can just go ahead and wing it, which today I'm going to wing it for learning purposes, because I want you guys to see that like it's not always easy, and that I don't just like boop, 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 and be done, because that is not my life. My eyebrows probably take the longest, so we're already at almost 20 minutes here. So you can just fast forward through if you know how to do brows, and if not, then just keep watching it. And I always kind of like brush my eyebrows up, that way I can see where it's going, and just kind of stroke it in. Then I like to take my bigger brow whiz. Oh, that's my broken one. I'll grab the other one here. I'll do my not broken brow whiz. How about that? Alright, we'll bust this one out. This is a newer one. And I'm going to use the thicker side to do this part right here and kind of fill it in. So that's where the arch is supposed to be. And you're going to come down, right? So I'm just going to smooth it and go. Alright. And take the darker, thicker side, and we're just going to color in at the end here. I don't really make it look like hairs at the end. I just kind of go with the darker kind of colored in look, and I'll show you guys why in just a minute. And then kind of comb through it. Then I like to go back with my mini regular pencil, and I like to draw the outline that you just did, so that it looks nice and neat and sharp. I'm not filling this eyebrow today, and my wife's going to answer her phone in the middle of my video. This is perfect. And this is why it's uncut. And there you have it. Alright. Now I'm going to bust out my Eyebrow Obsession Kit palette, and I'm going to get out my brow brush that you can get with it. And I'm going to color in the darker part at the end with the powder. And then I'm just going to nudge it forward to kind of fill in there any gaps that we've got. And I'm going to go back with my spoolie and kind of work it out, as you see. Who is that?
Telemarketer.
Gotta love them. Alright. And then you just keep going until you get your eyebrow how you want it, which this is not my favorite eyebrow that I've ever done. But because I'm live, I'm probably not going to just delete it and keep going. So, I'll get those hairs in the front again. Okay. And I'll get this one going just a little bit. The hardest part is getting them the same, as in even, as in exactly alike. I tell you what, it's the struggle. So, you look up, it kind of helps, but not always. And it's really hard to talk because if you rest your hand on your face, then you're like, you don't want to talk while you're doing it. I always feel like I look like a drag queen though, especially with my hair like this, like is not helping that thought process at all. Not at all. So. And sometimes you have to go in and use your little pink color and fix up what you fuck up and keep moving. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. And since I have little to no brows, it's a little bit different for me because I have to draw on like the entire brow because I just don't have any. And then you get one that's like, I'm here, you did it, it's perfect. And then you can't get your other one done the same. And that's what I hate about eyebrows. maybe closer. I don't know. We'll see. Anywho. Yeah. Yes, but they can hear you whisper. She's making me a sandwich. She's funny. And then swoosh it to the front. And swipe it out to the back. So right now I'm not feeling very good about my eyebrows. I keep looking up and I'm like, oh my god, how horrid is that? People are actually watching this. Like, I'm gonna look back on this in a couple of years and be like, oh wow. Probably then it'll be back to nobody cares about their eyebrows and nobody wears eyebrows. And I'll like be on Entertainment Tonight for the girl who did the crazy brows on YouTube. Probably, yes. Alright, so I have two brushes. One I use for light and one I use for dark. So we're going over here to the light, and I'm just going to clean up where I've kind of messed up here. And you can use your highbrow for that as well, but I do that at the end. I'm not quite done here. Alright. And then across the top. So I guess they're coming together alright. They're not too terribly bad, but they always look rough, like when you're trying to fix them. I mean like real rough. Alright, so I'm going to cut off this part. And make a match. What do I do with it? Okay. And down with it. Like, how do you guys do eyebrows so fast? They don't. Most people like go off camera and do their eyebrows and come back, and it's because it takes this long. Just want you to know. But we're doing an unprecedented get ready with me, flaws and alls, so y'all can see just what it's like to have to do this bullish. It's not really bullish. I really like the way my face looks when I get done, but for the moment it feels like bullish. Okay. I'm back. Okay. Now then, we're going to go into the Benefit Cosmetics Highbrow, and we're just going to go in here and re-clean what we just did. But this really takes the color like right off. Is why I love this thing so much. Just like that. And take our brush here. Actually, I think, where's my little beauty blender? I haven't got a clue. We'll just use this one. Go back around with it. The good news is that when I log off of here before I go out to date night, I can actually fix my eyebrows and not to look quite so stupid, because I feel like I look real stupid right now. But we'll see. Okay. And bust out the brushes. I'm going to use the angled side to get in here really close. That way we don't mess anything up that we've been working so hard on. Literally it's taken 10 minutes. The struggle is real. And valid. Just so everybody knows. It's valid. Alright. So I like to blend that in, and then they're still not alike. So I'm really going crazy here because I'm tired of working on them, but they've got to be alike. That's my thing. They're going to match. Does that work? I can't ever tell. Let's get Kat Von D's mirror out and see. Close up. so I'm seeing, I always make this one way higher than like what it needs to be. Maybe I should start doing my left brow before my right brow. Maybe that'll clean that up for me. Are my eyebrows even, love?
Look at me. Yeah.
Really?
Look like it to me.
Well, I'm amazed. Do you think she would just lie to me because she loves me? Probably. Anyways, okay, so I'm going to fill in the ends with the darker color just to make sure that we are like full, bountiful, and looking like a VTuber, right? Alright. Take your spoolie, fan it out. There's still, the arch doesn't look the same to me. I'm sure people will be fast forwarding through this far, like, bitch, get to the eyeshadow already. Working on it. Okay. Now then, dark color, do the small hairs in the front so that they match the rest of the hairs. I can't do it like the girls at Sephora do, where they like make it fade as it gets closer to the front. I'm not that good yet. I don't got it like that. So. I keep disappearing into my mirror. Sorry, guys. This shit's intense. Okay. And then the end here. Always has to be super sharp. Who knows? Who cares, right? Just get with the program, lady, and get going. It's not that easy. Alright. Now then. You have to put all your shit up after you drag it all out for your eyebrows. So the next time I do a Get Ready With Me, I'm just going to use my fucking stencil and go with that. Because this still doesn't look right, and I'm irritated with it. For the love of Jesus God. He's about to rise again, y'all. Happy Easter, by the way, if I forgot to say that at any point today. I hope you have a great Good Friday. And you love everything you get in your Easter basket. And if you think that's a pagan thing, well then, okay. Good for you. Now then, once you spend 19 hours on your eyebrows, and you get them kind of how you want them, because you're never going to get them how you want them, and it just doesn't work that way, and they never really look the same. I just want to put that out there. You're going to go ahead and put the brow setter on and set my 6 eyebrow hairs that I have so they don't move around and they stay in place where the other eyebrows are. And voila. Alright. Looking good, kid. Looking good, kid. Alright. My face looks really flat today, which is great, I guess. Don't know. Now then, I'm going to go in with Mr. Bing because I don't have a brown in my Unique. I use the brown. You okay there?
Yeah, good.
I use a brown in the ColourPop, and I do the tight line on my eyes. And that's your upper waterline. Is what I'm doing. I like to do this before because I have a hooded eye, so it's really hard to get to it once I have eyeshadow on. And if your eyes are gonna water while you're doing it, best for you before you get all your mascara and shit on, right? Right. Then I'm gonna leave that out because I'm probably gonna need it again. Alright. So, right now, I'm gonna go ahead and bust out my eye primer. I'm gonna get out my curlers. I'm also gonna get out my primer. I might have already said that. Lancome. So I use the Unique lash serum, which is the one with the little purple cap. I use this day and night. But I use this one as like a primer before I do mascara, lashes, whatever. And this is to help them be softer and fuller. So I have like 2 doses of different kind of lash booster. And anybody can be judgmental if they want to be, but I had little to no lashes when I first started, and now I have a ton of lashes, and I don't wear falsies that often, just like, you know, if I'm going out to date night. So I might wear them tonight just to kind of show you guys like what kind of hell it is putting them on, but I don't know, it's a lot. Let me just do mascara and do lashes on my own. I've never done them in front of people, so that might make me nervous. Not that you guys can actually see me when I'm doing this, but you'll see the aftermath. Alright, so we put the booster on, and we're going to let that dry a minute before we take to it with the curler. We are going to get some primer. I use the Unique eye primer. It's Moonstruck eye primer. This stuff is the bee's knees. I have this one that's almost gone, and then I have another one. I love this. People are like, oh, I love Urban Decay. No, Urban Decay sucks compared to that one. I like some of their other stuff, but eye primer is Unique all the way. Don't care. Alright, so we're going to dabble it on everywhere. You can swipe it, you can use a brush, you can do whatever you want. I like to dab mine. Make sure it gets all off of my fingers and it gets kind of evenly distributed. And if you want to put it underneath your eyes, you can if you like to have it there for the lower lash line. I don't, so I don't. This is where I'm going to take out my Park 5th Avenue again, and I'm going to use the color Enhance on the lid because it's the same color as my eye, and I'm going to set my eyeshadow primer. This way my eyeshadows blend better and they wear longer. Okay. And just keep slamming, just keep slamming. Ta-da. Ta-da, bitches. Now then, oh, I used an illuminator brush that I got in my Ipsy Glam bag. It's by the same people that I got my, what do you call this thing? An angled brush from. But I don't know the name of it because I've used it so much that I've worn the name off of them. So that must be a good thing, right? Yeah. Get an Ipsy Glam bag and you'll know. They send lots of Luxie brushes too, which I like. Alright, so now we're going to curl these beasts. And, ta-da. I have to be really careful with hooded eyes though, because sometimes I get my lid in there and it hurts really bad. Alright, and next, curl them up. I got some of my bottom ones in there. Not my favorite.
Not cheap.
Well, yeah. Are you going to put bacon on there too? Yummy! Breakfast for lunch. I have foundation lips right now. It's great. My clothes will probably be dry in like 10 or 15 minutes, so I'm trying to hurry so that I can get there for those that still do full face with you. Okay, so then you have to decide which eyeshadow you want to wear. And I gotta tell you guys, I got a lot of choices. Unique's press shadows are like the big thing right now, and they just got 8 new colors, so I like to talk about those quite a bit. But for today, I don't know what I'm going to wear. I kind of want to wear like oranges. So let's look at the Morphe palette here. I love this palette. So it is the 350 or 3502 Second Nature. It's the Morphe palette, and I love it because it's got browns, oranges, and reds. So I think if you're going to get the blood sugar palette, you should probably go ahead and get this one too and just get some pinks for like your peachy mattes or whatever, or build your own palette because it's your last day to do that and get it discounted. So I'm definitely going to use this palette today because I like my shirt. I'm not going to change my shirt even if I wear my skirt or like different pants for date night. So and then I think I'm really vibing this lip today because it matches my shirt. So we'll see. Alright, then I'm going to grab a bunch of brushes. I'm going to grab a double-sided Luxie. I'm going to grab an angled Luxie. I'm going to get a large scone. I'm also going to get my Sephora 41. It's the mid-size. It's perfect for people that have hooded eyelids. Love, love, love it. And my little Elfkin smudge brush. Alright, so those are the brushes that I'm going to use. And sometimes I use the Glamour Dolls blending brush. And then my favorite unique brush is going to be... Where'd it go? It's always right here. Well, I don't know where it's gone, but it's a white. It's got white feathers on it, and it's a crease brush. I love that brush, and now I've misplaced it. Son of a biscuit. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's grab our double-sided Luxie brush here, and I'm going to use what looks to be the blending side, but it's really not. It's just lovely. It's kind of like the Anastasia brushes. I love those things too. They come in every palette. So first I'm just going to do like this light kind of tan color here in the crease. And we're just going to kind of go all over with that.
There you go.
Thanks, babe. I haven't had any coffee today. Would that be too much to ask?
What?
Coffee?
You want coffee?
Yes, please. Alright. So when you have a hooded eye, so I did that on my crease and then I look up and you guys can see it's gone. So I'm going to keep my eye open and I'm going to go with that brush right there on that lid. Alright. And this is a good time to bust out your little Sephora brush because it grabs quite a bit of color and it'll draw right where you want it to. Just right there above that lid. It's so perfect for that. And ta-da. So now we're above the lid. We've got our color, and I'm going to come back to my angled shadow brush by Luxie, and I'm going to blend that out. We're going to keep that real natural looking, and I'm going to go back to my Luxie brush. We're going to do the crease again. I guess you get faster at this, like the longer that you do it, because I used to be like 2 or 3 hours getting ready, and now I'm like almost done, and it's been about 35 minutes, so I get pretty good. My little pixie cut. I'm letting my hair grow out. I know I've said that, but legit letting my hair grow out this time, and it's been quite annoying, especially for my neck. Alright, I'll go back in with this brush and create that line above the lid. And this is such a good brush for hooded eyes, like I cannot stress that enough. Alright, back with the angled shadow brush, and I'm going to blend all that out again. Especially the corners here. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. Now, I'm going to pick up my same Luxie brush, but I'm going to go for this really bright orange color. And I'm going to go right here on the corner, and I'm going to bring that in about midway down the lid. And out here on the crease where the hood is, just a little bit. There is a little bit of fallout from these colors, but they're beautimous, so beauty is pain. Alright. I love having this little bitty Kat Von D. I wish I had the one with the handle because it helps so much to do your eyeshadow, especially like in different lighting, because you can't really see what it looks like on camera. You think you can, but you really can't. Blend that up. Alright. Halfway in the lid again, and then we're going to do in the crease. Pick up a little bit more color. And bring it up. And now my wife is going to watch TV. Love it. This is a day in the life. Alright. And a little bit more. And then back to the blending brush again. We're going to take that curved, angled Luxie brush. Ooh, the sound of coffee. Do y'all love that or what? I do. Alright, I'm just going to blend it out. Then we're going to come back in. I'm going to get all that color off of there real quick. I have one of those 3-second cleaners, but I just prefer paper towel over it all, really. I'm going to go into this bright orange red color. And we're just going to do the outside here, the outside edge, and give it a little lift there. So pretty. Okay, outside edge, give it a little lift. I really like these colors. I think whoever did this palette was like, did it justice. And the pigment's really good. Now there's a little bit of fallout, but I can deal with a little bit of fallout when you've got like really vibrant, wonderful colors. Alright. Then I'm going to go grab my smudge brush and I'm going to go into like a darker matty kind of brown color, and we're just going to bring it here on the outside edge and down. We're just going to kind of line the eyes. This is where I'm going to grab my doll's brush and we're going to go underneath the eye and then back to that corner where we had that little bit of brown and blend it out. And I'm going to go back to it for the other eye. And I can't really do a wing on my eye because I have a hooded eye. It never really looks right. Because the skin hangs down too far, but we can get pretty good with just a little smudge brush and a little bit of that color there. Alright. And I'm going to pick up the brown again with the smudge brush and we're going to come out on the top. And we're just going to make those kind of the same on both sides. And then I'm going to grab this super bright orange kind of shimmer and I'm going to pop it right here along the bottom. And I tell you, it makes like a really good orange, and that's Makeup Forever. And I'm going to grab it because I own it. I'm going to go into this one because it's super true to color when it goes on, just like that. And that's kind of what I was looking for right there. Alright. And now we're going to blend it out again. We're just going to make sure all these colors really mesh well. We still got to do some cleanup, and I still kind of want to put a little bit of brown. Let's do this color. It's nice and shimmery. and just lift it just a little bit more, add a little bit more depth right here. And give it that eye look that everybody is like, woo, that girl is here. On the bottom there. Now, the struggle is, what do you put on the lid? But there's this really pretty shimmery color right here that I think would look pretty good just on the lid to kind of even it out with the bright into the light. I don't really want to put a glitter on there like a Stila. I just don't think that that would really work. So I'm going to take my Lock It by Kat Von D. You can use concealer here, you can use whatever you want, but I prefer the Kat Von D, and I'm just going to go right here from the inner corner and clean up halfway. So right in here, or should I use a yellow? Maybe we do yellow. Gold, no, gold's not going to be the same effect. I think we do yellow. So let's see if we can find one. Okay. I think yellow. So maybe the Cute AF. Yes, you gotta love ColourPop. So they have this beautiful yellow color, and it's matte. I'm gonna go in with this is going to be a cream shadow brush by Unique. We're going to pick that color up and we're going to put it down right there. Yes. And blend it back. Looks fabulous. I'm liking it. Definitely liking the yellow. Looks like sunset. Alright, and then what I'm going to do with that lighter color, I'm going to find it here if I can, my smudge brush. I'm going to go with that shimmer color that we saw in the beginning, just as soon as I get it cleaned out. And we're going to take that shimmer color, and we're going to pop it right there in the corner. Dun, dun, dun. Or perhaps there's a color in the cutest. It's Cute AF. It's by ColourPop. I think you can still get it. It's got like a little shimmer yellow color. I think we'll do that one. Yeah, that one shows up way better. So for the little corner highlight, this color right here. Alright. Now then, I'm going to leave that close in case we need it again. We're going to go in with our concealer brush now. And we're going to grab a little bit of concealer. And I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand here. And I'm going to take my concealer brush. I'm going to paint in it just like that. I'm going to take my little mirror so I can see closer, and we're going to clean up that right here. So we're just going to get a more precise line. So it has like an end place. And then trying to get them the same is always cray cray. It never quite works out the same. Okay. It looks pretty crazy right now, but when it all comes together, it ends up looking really fierce. And maybe a little drag queeny, but you know, it's who I am, I guess. Alright, now then, for a highlight, I have a ton of highlight. Let me just say that, like a ton. I have Kat Von D's, I have Kevin's, I have Anastasia's, I have Too Faced, I have Unique, like I have a ton of them. And I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay brush here. I'm going to go into Eclipse with a little bit of Luna. And I'm just going to go right here underneath the eyebrow. And highlight that up. And then you want to come back with the one that you set with. And I'm just going to blend this out. Okay. Maybe today we do wear eyelashes because it's crazy. Now then, I didn't do blush earlier because you never know what color blush you're going to want to wear. So we went with oranges, and I'm going to wear, I typically wear my Unique, but I think that's too much. I've got this one. That's probably too much. Sequin, no, is it Sequin? High Five. So ColourPop made a Super Shock cheek that was called High Five, and that's all that I have left of it. It was a limited edition. It's my favorite. I'm super sad that they don't make it anymore, and hopefully they'll come back with it because I need it. And it's a pearlized cheek that is so freaking pretty. I have no idea how much I love this blush, and I only bust it out for like special occasions, but tonight is date night, so I'm gonna call that a special occasion. And we're gonna pop that blush right there on that cheek, and then we're gonna follow up with Spirited by Unique and a Luxie blush brush. Just a little bit of dab there on the apple. Alright. And then, as always, you want to what? Blend. Yes. Make sure there's not a bunch of crazy colors all over my face there. Besides the eyes. Alright. Then, we're going to pick highlight. Today, I'm kind of feeling like Rihanna's Trophy Wife. But I also really like the Kat Von D because it's glimmery. And I also have the Too Faced Diamond. We have the Alchemy palette, which I feel like is not today. And then we have Rihanna's Trophy Wife, which I feel like a little bit of this probably needs to go into the corner of my eye. Just like so. And, you know, I don't typically wear this one, but I'm going to today. And if you want to make highlight look really fierce, then what you have to do is get your brush wet, okay? A little spray, rose water from Unique is the best. And then just give it a little once over on the cheekbone there. And a little bit down the nose, half of the lip. Alright, looks beautiful. I'm going to follow that up as soon as I wipe it out with just a little bit of Too Faced to bring the lighter color in, because you don't just want to be like bled out gold everywhere. And what does Mama always tell you? Blend it, girl. You don't want to have it crazy everywhere. And you don't want to look like a super duper clown. And I'm not saying much because my eyes look as crazy as they do, but still. Okay, and then I'm going to bust out my favorite eyeliner, my Kat Von D Tattoo in brown, because I just like the brown better than the black. And you're going to, if you have hooded eyes, you want to line super duper tight. So you got to use the tip and go right along the lash line. And it's always hard to talk because you want to rest your hand on your chin or your cheek. I'm glad I did this on the computer, so now I have to wait for my phone to upload it all day. little bit on the bottom to bring them together. But never come in really far with that if you have a hooded eye, because it'll make your eye look more droopy. And the other eye. And because I'm right-handed, I always work from the opposite end on this eye. Okay, and I bring it really far in because I think it looks more feline for the hooded eye. Since obviously we can't do the cat eye and we can't do the wing and all that. And the outer corner. Always want to make sure they match. Voila. And then I also like to come back into with a little bit of the Mr. Bing, which I'm almost out of. I need to get some more brown liner. And blend the liquid part into that part on the bottom. You can tell the difference like right away. And it just looks a little more elegant. And it comes together really well. Now, you always want to do mascara no matter what, whether you're wearing lashes or not. And of course you want to wear Epic by Unique because there's nothing better. Okay. Whooshka. And let's see. Here we go. It does the bottom lashes really well because a lot of brushes that are bigger don't. Now I also use for my bottom lash, Marc Jacobs makes like a little tiny one. It's like for finer, longer lashes or whatever, like to separate them. And I use that on the bottom for like the finishing touches. Now I always put like the Unique mascara on it like this. But I go through with a little fine-tooth comb and I get my little Marc Jacobs out. So these little rose water bottles from Sephora, I put my Unique setting spray in, and it sprays out much more even and so much better. I love that little thing. So if you're looking for new fabulous ideas for setting sprays and things like that, there's one. And this little brush goes in and separates them all. So I like it for the bottom. And sometimes it gets a little bit extra on the end, but you just go in and it just feathers them out like perfectly. And then you can get the length that you need for those bottom lashes like flat out. So the mini Marc Jacobs, a little bitty. Then I go over it with the big Marc Jacobs. So I wear multi-layer mascara. I used to do it with the 3D and the Epic, but when they did the new formula, my eyeball doesn't like the new fibers, so I can't wear it anymore. But I have one on hand if you guys need it. Just let me know. You can have mine. Discounts. Alright. And then I go back in with my Unique. Oh no. Oh. It's always a nightmare when you get mascara on your face and you're done. You're like, I'm done, I'm just doing mascara, and boom, you get it on your face like fudge. Alright. And that's it. That is super easy. How I do everything. I'm going to go in before you do your lipstick. Yes, before you do your lipstick. Hair up. So I mix Too Faced Peach Matte and Unique Behold, and I put them in my Sephora rose water bottle after I use all the rose water. I mix it half and half. And it's the best setting spray formula that I have ever had, hands down. I love it. It feels good, it looks good, and it smells good. That's the most important. And they fit in here half and half perfect. This thing lasts forever. And then there's the other rose water. I ran out of rose water and it takes forever to get it from Unique. But, so, there you go. Alright, and then, I'm not going to wear that today on my lips. Let's decide what we're going to wear for lips here. So, I have a lot of Buxom. I have the Liptuitive. I love the Tarte Birthday Suit. I love the Nude No. 4 by Sephora High Gloss. Back Talk by, what do they call them? Urban Decay? Yeah, that's them. And then I have a ton of Smashboxes here, but I really like the rust colored Smashbox. And the only lip liner I typically wear is Plush by Unique because it's a nude color. It goes with everything that you wear. And I just go a little bit outside of the top Cupid's bow there to make it look fuller. And then you meet up with your regular lip. You don't go outside the top of the lip, you meet up. So you puff up the Cupid bow, and then you draw regular. And then you do the bottom regular. Now, if you contour it underneath your bottom lip, it'll look pouty without having to do anything extra or draw over. So just a word to the wise. Alright, and then on with the lip color. This is Always On. It's like a bronzy, orangey, almost red kind of, I don't know. It's fabulous though. I love it. And the only one in Unique that's kind of like it is Spry, but it's a little lighter, so I didn't want to wear that one today. But I do love it, and it is a limited edition. I don't think they're selling it anymore. I think it's sold out, but you can hear about it anyway. Alright. And then to top that off, because I'm extra. Y'all know me, you know I'm extra. Ooh, Haterade. Let's do a little bit of Haterade. I love this color. Gloss it out there in the middle. And if you wanted to add a little bit of like a bite topper, they do have the bite topper in the color gold. So this one. And then you could just do a little bit, since you have the gold, just do a little bit as a topper right here in the middle. And then kiss it out. Take your little lip brush, because I know you have one, and blend it. Alright. And voila, your look is done. And I'm ready to go on date night, which will probably involve me sitting in the dark so no one's going to see anyway, but hey, at least I'm pretty enough for me. So that's it. That's how you do it. I'm not going to put on lashes because it's been an hour and I got to go get my clothes. But thank you for watching, sticking it out, and watching that it's not that easy and that I do screw up, but I can fix it. So give this video a thumbs up, ring my bell, and subscribe to my channel, alright? And I will see y'all later. Deuces!